Okay, let me do the intro. I'm gonna be on two platforms. So the reason why I'm saying this, if I'm looking over here, I don't want anybody saying, "What the heck is wrong with this woman?" You know what I'm saying? Oh, Hannes, we are family. I got all my brothers and sisters and me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and dance. We are family. You know why? Because it said so. Woo, I have on my woo honey t-shirt. The chat with Miss Hollywood. She has a YouTube channel. She's on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. And she is in, what is it? Eastern Standard Time, East Coast that is. And she's going to be on tonight, our time, where mine is Central Standard Time, so it's 8:15. Your time. Oh my goodness. I'm glad I saw that because I got to put the do not disturb. Oh my goodness. Thank you. And then what the heck is this? Okay, so let me see right here. Hello, welcome. Thank you for coming through. Hello, hello, hello. You know what? I just had to get rid of that person. Stop trolling, okay? I'm gonna say that first and foremost, okay? And so okay, I'm on two platforms. Hello, I did my intro. Hello, I did my intro. Shout out to you. Okay, I'm on here today, and if you do not want to hear what I have to say, please don't stay. I'm just so serious. What the heck is going on here? Okay, so we're gonna get this party started. Hello, hello, hello. Ohana's. That is family in Hawaii. That's why I sing that song, We Are Family. So we're gonna get it started. I came on today because I want to talk about the topic. A lot of you probably don't know and probably don't care. But like I said, if it's something that you do not want to hear, you do not have to stay here either. Okay? Please do not get on my lives and be rude, disrespectful, trifling, etc. Okay? Just do not say anything. Thank you. This is positivity over here. That's why I put scriptures up. We have so much going on in this world. We don't have enough praise and worship. So hello from Brazil. Shout out to Brazil's in the house. You can comment down below where you state is. Hello, everyone. I'm on two platforms. If you wonder what I'm doing, I'm talking on this one right here, too. So, Jonas, there we go. I'm coming on because I wanted to talk about the topic 9 to 5 versus self employment. Huh? What? Yeah. Yeah. So, this is how we go. If you want to get on here and troll, share. Maybe somebody else care. If you don't want to see or hear what I have to say, keep it pushing. And if you do say something inappropriate, you know what? I'm gonna ignore you. So let me get started about what I'm doing. The devil's show is busy. So right here, I have wrote down a topic today that I want to bring to the table and discuss. Okay, What is the difference between self-employment and a 9 to 5? I'm not talking about politics on here. I'm not talking about no politics on my channel. You know why? Because we all just here. I don't care who is going to be, whatever they're going to be. People have their own opinion towards stuff. So if I say this person or that person, you go against it, then you might say something rude, which I don't care. But I don't want to talk about that. We have bigger fish to fry. A lot of things ain't right in this world. Besides being presidents and senators and governors and all this stuff, where's our monies? You know what? I had a friend that was from India, and I believe Indian people, to me, my personal opinion, since you asked the question, and I like that. I'm from, well, actually, I'm originally from Kansas, but I don't live there. You know, have you heard of the Yellow Brick Road, Dorothy and Toto, and the Scarecrow and the Tin Man? That's where I'm from, the capital. So, yes, if you didn't know, now you do. India, my son and kids went to school and had a friend that was his whole family. They was from India. They had a hotel, and they were some of the sweetest people. And I'm gonna say this: I love the skin color. I love the food. Yes, I have had Indian food. Um, very, very, very smart. There's nothing bad I have to say about anybody. But you asked the question, so that's what I feel. And I feel like the ones I came in contact with, yes, I have. One of them was when we was in Germany. It was several brothers and me, my husband. I don't understand it right to this day how we met them, but anywho, we met them, and that they had invited us over to their home. This is the gag. Hello, 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 everyone. Whatever part of the world you from, whatever part of the world you from, welcome, welcome to my live. I don't have nothing at the time, but I love. You know what? Okay, so y'all want to run up this bag for me? Share my video. Give my video a thumb up. Let me hit my watch hours. Okay, make my video go viral. Because what I'm talking about is probably dealing with politics, but I'm not going to get on that topic. Okay. Why do okay? Why do people have the tendency of talking about people that work from home? My husband is passed on. I'm a widow. Okay. Anywho, I didn't have no problem with you asking that. Okay. I don't understand what's going on here, but there's a lot of people in here, and I really believe it's a bot. Okay. So, what is the difference between working at home and working a 9 to 5? Anyone? Anyone? I'm gonna pause there for a minute. What is the difference between working from home and a 9 to 5? You know what? What is the difference? Anybody can comment if you want to. I had to take a little sip. Okay, I asked that question for a reason. See, people want to miss topics. People want to miss talking about certain things and addressing certain things. Well, I'm here for it. You know what I'm saying? I had no problem with asking a topic and talking about a topic in a respectful way. I asked that for a reason. My daughter and I was talking, and we was talking about working from home, and we was talking about, some people don't want to work in an establishment around different people and things like that. And also, I noticed a lot of people have been bashing people that are uh, social media influencers or content creators and stuff like that. So, the thing I have a problem with is if you are a content creator, a social media influencer, and you fill out a W 9 or W-2 or any kind of W's, okay? Isn't that a job? Hmm? I am so like serious. Get real, people. We have to be mindful. So, picture this. You see me in front of this camera. Do you know if I work outside the house or in my home? See, this is not my home. I put it this way: it's my home, but it's not my house. A home is what you make it. A house is something that you, buy or purchase and make a home too. So I'm in a building, which is my place. People that don't follow me for as long as they have, when I tell them, I said, you see that right there? I'm in my room. You see that tag right there? That's a bed. I'm trying to sell. And my living room, I had that tapestry up. I can turn this phone around, and I showed one the other day in my room. The point I'm trying to make is people be mindful. If people are on these social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and just to name a few, because there's others out there too, like Rumble, and there's one called Stimulus. I have the link on my thing. That's the social media platform. All these platforms is turning into people making coins, right? Even what's that? Snapchat. Okay. So it might not be people's main income, but anything that you bring it to the table for as money situation, I don't care what it is. It's your business first and foremost, but it's money. So it's paying your bills. However, if you decide you want to live on an Indian reservation, or if you want to live in your home, a car, a trailer, or just on the road, that's your business, but you got the money to do that. I watch House Hunter, and I watch House Hunter International. I watch Caribbean Live, Hawaii Live, Mexico Live. And the reason why I said all that, that's all I've been hearing on those shows. That's all I have been hearing on those shows. I moved here because I want to do my social media work, reels, shorts, talks, whatever. Each one of the grams, all these platforms have different. Facebook is real, YouTube is short, Instagram is reels. What's the other one I may have forgot? TikTok. I don't know what they call theirs, but I guess it's I call it TikTok videos. Okay. However, people are making money. It's nobody's business. It's nobody's business to say to someone, what do you do for a living? Or you can ask that question. Yes, you can. Let me redirect that. If you see somebody in front of the camera all the time, or they're not in front of the camera all the time, what you don't know is these people be editing their videos. So just because you see people upload a video does not mean they have a regular job. And another thing, it is a job, because if these platforms are willing to charge you to do what you do, it's a job. It's income. I see so many people. I'm doing a little recap here too. I see so many people talking about folks. I was going to get on here yesterday and talk about body shaming. I'm going to tell you something about me. and I don't care who hear it because I love me. At one point in time, I was that girl that worried about what someone thought about me. I'm being honest. See, honesty is key right here. I don't care what nobody say and think about me. Okay, I don't. So the point I'm making with saying all that, stop worried about what somebody think about you. That's their business. Your business is to do what you got to continue to do for you. Ain't nobody else gonna take care of you. So ain't nobody. People judgmental. You look at a person like that show that come on TV, and everybody know what I'm talking about. And disclaimer: it's a good show. I love it. Pop the balloon. You gotta look at a person for the way they look, stand, dress, or whatever. And I think it's like three people that you got to pop their balloons about, pop the balloons on how they look. That's a good show. I like that show. But my point is this. You look at me. You stare at me real good, okay? Yeah, I got a bonnet on. I don't wear bonnets. I just put this on before I got on my live because I took my head scarf off and I have one of those stocking caps, when you wear a wig. But see, I don't wear wigs. Have I? Yes. And I will put one on. I'm a natural girl, okay? So I said, let me put this on. If somebody say something about it, go on and say something about it. I'm not ratchet. I'm not ghetto. And I put a video up. I was about to say it. And it was all in fun. Not because I was making fun of no one, because I'm not making fun of no one, because I get tongue-tied. Especially when I'm talking and it's a good topic. And I be wanting to talk about it. I be so invested in talking about what I'm talking about. And I would get to talking so fast, I have to slow down sometimes. Before you know it, I said the wrong thing. My brain, okay, slow up, girl. Come back a little bit, right? I'm going to shout you out, Renee. Woo, honey. Tonight on Facebook, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. She does podcasts. And it says the chat with Miss Hollywood, and it has a lip or lips, smile, or whatever you want to call it. I have this on. Promoting it, I guess you can. Say I am, because I know who she is, just like I have my shirt. Eventually, I'm going to make my shirt, the ones I have for my YouTube channel, and I'm going to see if anybody want to buy them. If you follow me, if you subscribe to me, if you're a fan of mine, and also, once I get monetized, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do, and you're going to see receipts. I want to earn so much money from my shirts or whatever I make, hats or... That's if you love me. No, I'm just saying. And I want to give to organizations. And I'm going to tell you something. This woman right here, I already know which ones. God has been putting things in my mind, heart, and soul. When you declutter a lot of nonsense, buffoonery, craziness, selfishness, manipulative, deceiving things out of your life, you'd be surprised how wide that road gets. It don't narrow, it gets wide. And I'm saying all that to say, if you want to know what I'm doing, I'm slightly doing recaps, and I already done address why do people talk about people that are doing social media content. They are entrepreneurs. They are also advertising what they might be selling. Like, for instance, I sell lip gloss. I sell fragrance oils. I sell glasses, sunglasses, shades. I sell jewelry and candles. So isn't that a job? Anything that you're making money off of, I don't care what you do. However you do it, that's your business. But if I'm doing something for me, taking care of me, and someone has a problem with that, that's their business. Continue to have a problem. I'm sitting up here spreading the positive word. What's the difference? What is it that people want to see or hear? Because you got all this negative stuff that people absorb on a daily basis, fans of, they follow on, they give them big high ratings and everything. It goes right through the roof. But just as soon as you get on here talking like I'm talking, everybody get ghosts, get scared. Because like they said, the truth will hurt and the truth will set you free. But to whom it may concern, just like I said, body shaming. Body shaming. Like they said, only a dog don't want a bone. Yes, they do. They'll eat on it and they'll bury it. Okay? But dog want meat too. He might eat on that and bury it. So I'm saying this. We as a people, and all this stuff that's going on with the politics, I'm not getting on that topic, but everybody know what I'm talking about. All this stuff that's going on in this universe. People, get ready. And if you ain't, whew, cause like they say, he can come as a thief a thief in the night. Excuse me. See, tongue tied. I ain't clearing it up. That's why I'm lying. Thief in the night. They say here today, gone today. No, people, most of the time, people say here today, gone tomorrow. No, here today, gone today. Here today, gone tomorrow. We all got a number. And everybody know what's going on. What happened to that young woman? And I'm going to tell you something about me on this topic. And I'm really say this and I mean it. I don't like addressing topics like that. I'm going to tell you why. And I can say this. My only brother that I had was gunned down. Okay? And jumped on by a popo. Okay? Now, they didn't gun him down, but they jumped on him for no reason. And it's sad because when he passed on and was up there, we was looking at him and viewing his body and stuff. We saw the bruises. We saw them. You know, when you go to the morgues and funeral homes, they put that makeup on you. No, they didn't make my brother up. It was natural. Whatever, I don't know, but we saw them. So I'm saying, we don't know what nobody's going through. Lord Jesus. And I so mean this. We don't know what no one is going through. We don't know who lost who. We don't know what people are going through. And if I want to get this point across, because everybody has a calling and everybody has a reason to be here. And anything that I'm saying, I'm not fake. Okay? And I don't get on here and being messy and putting names out there and stuff. But you could talk about your life to a degree, a respectful way. You could talk about things that you experienced in life and hoping that someone out there, you're reaching someone out there and they say, oh my goodness, that woman just blessed me today, or just hearing that just made my day feel better. And I've had that happen to me. That's why I said this is a safe space, safe zone. Feel free. Be yourself. Stop suffering in silence. Speak up. Tell the truth. Don't lie. Be honest. And you know what? I'm going to tell you something. Out of all that I just said, we all have a book in us. And I'm telling you something. I don't want to hurt no one. I don't want to be mean to no one. I would defend myself and protect me. And if I have to remove myself, I don't care who it is. It could be my kids. Disclaimer, just saying. I'm not going to let nobody harm me. I'm 58 years old, okay? 58 years old with a head full of grays. And it takes some time that we have to come to ourselves and say, you know what? Do better. I was talking to my grandchildren today about being thankful and grateful. Just talking about topic. I was talking about like you got both your parents. I only have one. Okay, those type of conversations. My granddaughter, she's 9. If you go on down the thing, me and her was on live 2 days back to back, and she wanted to come on. It wasn't no rehearsed thing. One of them was actually a spirit of the moment, but the second one, we knew we both was going live, but whatever she said it out of her own mouth. I didn't rehearse with her. It was a natural thing. And it was talking about God, and I was asking her questions, and honey, I was asking her questions she already knew. She knew that this was a dark world. She knew that Jesus died on the cross and how cruel they was to him. And so on and so forth. And for her to know that she's 9, by the way, 9 years old, okay? Going to be in 3rd grade. That's because of her mom and dad. I'm going to tell you something. My children's father was in the military, okay? I was a military wife and girlfriend. And my kid's father, one would probably say, ooh, he was strict. No, he wasn't strict. He didn't have to whoop his kids. He had that deep voice like, get on over here. That's because military, the authority figure. But when I say this, if nothing else, and I'm going to stand by this, he loved his kids and me. And if any one of my kids, or as they would say, and one of my kids act as if they came from a dysfunctional home or house or was raised this, that, third, and other, I'm not telling my kids they can't express themselves, but tell the truth. Tell the truth. Because I've had one of my child or children, one child, so it's one, said something like this, Dad didn't let us do this. And I get what they're saying. See, I'm being very, oh gosh. Sorry about that, y'all. I have my phone on Do Not Disturb, so how is it going to, okay. That was my phone. I'm on my other phone over here. I'm on Facebook over here. I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Oh, well, life, right? So she said, I wish Dad would have let us get a job as teenagers. And I was like, okay, yes. I'm not going against what she said because it made sense. And maybe he should have, because if he should have, I wouldn't be going through what I'm going through right now. If you read between the lines, he's no longer living. That's why I said that. I'm a single mom raising 4 adult children. I have 5 grandchildren. And you know what? When I tell people this story, they can believe the hype if they want to or not. A lot of the things that I go through is on my back, and I don't have no support. And when I say I don't have support, if I'm going through something with my children, who support me? I ain't talking about financially. I'm talking about like moral support, mental support, emotional support. I ain't talking about nobody handing me nothing. We are only human. Like that song, I'm only human. I love that song. Thank you, Queen. Oh, I like that name, Queen Gaines Joy. All right now. And he was an amazing dad. Thank you. See, this is what I like. Don't know this person or not, but when you come, it's like when you're coming into the door or into the house, hello, honey, how you doing? You know, that type of thing. And I like that. So the Queen, leave to be if she was raised or not, manners, respect. Okay, that's all it is. And I just say that I want to shout to the top of the hills. All this sad stuff that's going on with that young woman, this political stuff, and other things that's going on with family members. Come on now, we got to come back to loving each other. Stop waiting until something happens and people want to march and get all upset and stuff. You got a sister and a brother and a mother. I don't have a mother, and I cried today. I told my grandchildren, I miss my mom. I'm gonna get off that. But you got these people want to just talk about love and a march and stuff. Go grab your sister. Go grab your brother. Hug them. Because like I said, here today, gone today. My baby brother's life was taken. He was shot 16 times. You heard me. He didn't see it coming. And when it happened, if I'm not mistaken, he was 35. I miss him. I was like this. And I don't care if I was like this with him or not. I loved him. When we got my brother, he was adopted. But that's just a story, backstory. I don't care if he was adopted or not. I was a foster mom. I had a child in my care, and it was my baby. I got the child when she was 17 days old, and she was almost 3. There's a story behind that. I told this before. But when we got my brother, he was 5 months old. And, you know, back then they used to interview the families, and you have to take photos, and they try to match that child up with the family. And when I tell you, everybody didn't know it because we didn't throw that word out. I'm speaking about it because it's true. We knew, but we never talked about him being adopted. And it's sad because the mother gave him away for something she did. I'm not going to get into that part of it because that's her business. But anyhow, he was a gift to us. And when we got my brother, I was 12 years old. And let me tell you, when I tell you, you would have thought I was a young mom. Just saying, y'all don't take it wrong. No, I wasn't. I loved him. I loved him. And I say this to say, grab. And I want y'all to come on this live. And I don't care if it's somebody that you haven't talked to in a while. Not because of some humbug stuff. If you read between the line, I ain't talking about that. But let me tell you something. If anybody has done anything to you and they are alive, Lord Jesus, some kind of way, get that out of you. I've had something happen to me. Person no longer here. I told people, but I didn't get to tell that person what you did to me as an adult because you hurt me. And I say that to say, don't suffer in silence for what someone done to harm you. So you holding yourself hostage in prison, crawling underneath the blanket, hiding in the closet, so to speak. This is just paraphrasing, right? Because somebody did something to you. No, you have a right to be happy, come back to yourself, somewhat be normal. You can be normal, but still have those triggers and everything. I have a lot of triggers. I'm going to be dead right honest. Like I say, honesty is key. But I'm going to tell you one damn thing. Damn is not a cuss word because I try to keep it clean over here. Anybody do anything to you, I don't care who it is, because I didn't have a voice when I was young. I was mute. I couldn't express myself. Excuse me. When I met my kid's dad at the age of 18, my youngest daughter's in my living room right now, and my 2 grandchildren and her husband. He saved me. And I tell people this. I have videos going down. You'll see a video of me, a thumbnail. I have a bandage on my neck from here to here. It's red. And I said I escaped my abuser and attacker. Okay? He saved me. I'm saying this for a reason. He's no longer here. Yes, he saved me. And when I go through things by myself, I say by myself, especially if it's dealing with my kids, because I don't have that other person that I can confide in or talk to or bring things to the table about, that's painful for me. So I say that because this is why I said this is a safe space. I don't judge over here. That's why I say I don't want nobody getting on here being negative and all that. If you don't like what I'm saying, if I'm saying something that is not for you, I am not saying nothing that is not for this world. Because at one point in time, all of us done been through something. There's no comparison to nobody's pain. Your pain is yours. Your voice is yours. Your story is yours. And if you decide to make a book out of it, it's yours. See, you can call me Mona, Lisa, or Grandmother Five, or you call me Auntie or Annie. Just call me a sweet person, okay? Don't call me nothing out of the ordinary, because I have not presented myself to be that way. If I get on here and hop, skip, and jump and be naked, nude, showing my boom boos, wearing this, that, and the third, that's cool with everybody. But I'm on here presenting myself as a respectful woman, okay? And I always will. And see, when you like that, that's when you don't get the love, because you're too protected by God. I'm protected by God. I know this for a fact. I'm looking around in my room, and I want to turn this camera around because a couple of people have probably been on here on my live a couple of days ago. I showed them how I'm living, okay? But this is not how I'm living. I got my wallpapers or wall hangings off my wall now. I got boxes over here. I got a toting box over here. I got just not even a load of clothes to wash. And I say all that to say, I am trying to relocate and move, honey. It's time. It's time. And I ain't talking about it's time for the percolator. No. See, I know. I'm talking about it's time for me to shine. I'm talking about for me to venture out. I'm talking about social life. I'm talking about maybe a husband too. Because, honey, I'm going to tell you one thing. If Mr. Right come in my life, and I'm not asking for him, no, he's going to be with me forever. We better click and come together. No selfishness, no one-sidedness, and communication. Honey, let's do this. We can talk about it. Let's talk about it. Why would you be with a woman or man or woman, or whatever your preference is, and you feel like y'all having some issues and you can kind of tell? Why would you go and tell somebody else, the opposite sex, the same sex, or whoever, and you can't bring it to the person that you're with? And then what you're doing is you pouring out what one side. That's one side to a story to me, because I don't care what nobody say. A person can tell their story and it can ice in the cake, and then before you know, that person sitting up there looking at that person like, whoa, you need to leave that person. Things get put in people's ears, and next thing you know, they communicate and they bonded and they done fell in love. See, a lot of times when people are in a relationship and they get out of a relationship and it seems like, oh, she found that person so quick after me. No, she already had, he already had it, or she. Okay? And not quick. Y'all already done had this going on. Okay? And I've had that happen to me. So what? It's my story. I ain't putting the person's name on it. But I say that because of what I just said. It comes to be about this. And then I'm going to conclude this live. We have to be mindful. You know what you want. If you want to be sad, that's what you want. If you want to be happy, if you want to feel loved, if you want to feel like a part of whatever you want to feel like, you be who you want to be. I was telling my grandchildren, I like to share things with them because you're supposed to. My dad's mom used to tell us story. My mom's mom at a young age had passed on, but I was able to, I remember her. She raised me and my sister. I can go back as far as when I was in the preschool, 3 years old. She sent me to school without some undies on. I can remember that. Not because nobody told me, I remember it. So when kids go back as far as they can remember, my granddaughter's in the living room, and my husband, kid's father, was living with us, okay? And then he ended up having to go to the VA because he was in the military, he got sick or whatever. And she used to go and sit on the bed and eat his snacks with him. She do that with me sometimes, bananas. She was born in 2015. He came to stay in 2016. So she had just turned, oh my goodness, a year, okay? He passed away a month after she turned 2, the following year, 2017. He came, okay, she was born in 2015, came 16, lived 16 to 17, passed away. And she remember him. That's because we're keeping the memories alive. She remember what she called him. She used to call him Pop Pop. She remember eating bananas with him and everything. And she was just one, just turning 2 barely the following year. So when someone say, how far back can you remember? There you go. She remembers that. Her mama wasn't in that room. So it's not like she was sitting in there looking at her getting these bananas with her dad. She was in her room. The baby was in, she still is a baby. She's the baby of the bunch, but now she's 9. Was in there with her grandpa eating those bananas. And right to this day, she can't eat bananas. That's sad. She cannot have bananas because an allergy reaction. But when she was a baby, maybe she might have had, I don't know. But anyhow, I'm just saying, we have to listen. Be mindful. Go hug somebody today. That's why I tell my grandchildren stories and truthful stories. And my daughter, she can confirm things because a lot of us she witnessed and know about how my kid's father loved me, how he loved his family, period. And so when I tell my grandchildren that, I don't care what nobody say, that's the only man, other than, of course, this one's first. Most High God, always first, that loved me. Real talk. And that's the only true love other than God and my grandchildren and my babies. So I have multiple, but I'm talking about outside of that. But we could be okay because you have to find your point of where you want to be with it. Okay, stop living in it, please, because it consumes people. Who was it? I just seen or saw. People taking their lives. Don't let it get that bad. Honey, let me tell you something. It's a temporary situation for a permanent situation. You can get help. Get help. Get help. They got 911, 211, 411, 611, and I can tell you each one of those 11s is. 211 is for any kind of like resources, okay? 911, of course, emergency dispatch. Also, you can look, see there's some prevention. They can tell you too, probably 211 for, because that's what they are. 211. Every state has it. Just dial 211 if you want to find out where a pantry, a shelter, food, utilities, housing. They will give you these lists and resources, okay? That's one. Libraries is good for it too. Yeah, one would probably think that a lot of people want money in their hands. No, it don't come that way, baby. Because if that's the case, this whole situation will be able to be exist. I'm talking about these food pantries and community services and stuff like that. And the way things is really, it's hard. It's hard for you to even get help at these places because so many people are needing help. But let me tell you something. I don't care if you have to go to church and knock on the pastor's door, walk on in there, and after service, speak to the pastor. You got the police station, you got the fire department station, you got the hospitals, you got people, places, and things can help you. Don't cut your life short. We all got a number, okay? So on that note, Ohana's, we are family. And I mean this, okay? Because I said so.